Here from the top, we have a carousel that shows a variety of promotional banners for applications that cycles through. I can click through them and see the different apps here. Additionally, underneath, you'll see the familiar categories from Android Market on your device. Featured applications as well as top paid and top free. And additionally, we have categories that can be browsed on the left-hand side. But I think I'm going to take a look here through some of the featured applications and see if there's anything that catches my eye. I'm sure Kenny Chesney's a terrific singer, but that's not really the kind of app I'm looking for. But hey, this Zenonia actually is catching my eye. And so if I click in here, it takes me to the applications detail page for this app. And so the first thing you'll notice is that the page is graphically rich, and it looks terrific. And it looks terrific in a way that developers can control. In anticipation of launching Android Market on the web, we've enabled features for developers that enable them to upload these high-resolution banners to promote their applications, as well as the larger size icons over here on the left. And so by doing so, developers are able to make sure that when people come and look at their applications on the Android Market website, they look their best. Additionally, you'll see here on the left, since this developer has other applications in Android Market, they show up here so that folks can easily find that. And then all the information a user needs to make a decision about whether this is an interesting application for them is on the page. We have a description, user reviews, as well as application screenshots that I can look at. And so, having looked at this screenshot, this actually does look like a pretty cool app. I think I'm going to purchase it and install it onto my device. I'd like to show you how seamless that is. So there's a buy button right here on the page. When I click on it, it opens up this window that pops up. Shows me the permissions for the app, asks me if which device I want to install to. Since I only have one device registered to this account, it's pre-populated for me. But if I had multiple devices and tablets, etc., this list would be filtered to just those devices that are compatible with this application. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase it. And by clicking on the Continue button here, it brings me, I dismissed instead of Continue here. Clicking on Continue, it brings up a purchase dialog here, and essentially all I need to do with one additional click is complete my purchase. However, I'm going to put this on the Google corporate card. That okay, Andy? So I complete my purchase, and it starts charging my credit card. And so this is where some of the real cloud magic happens, because as it's processing my order, as soon as that credit card transaction completes, what happens is if we switch over here to my phone, you can see that I've got a notification right up here, and the application is already downloading directly to my phone. So this works the same way that all of our Google Cloud-powered services work. There's no wires, there's no syncing with computers, none of that sort of nonsense. Everything is connected. Your phone's connected to the cloud, your Android Market browser is connected to the cloud, and so everything just works seamlessly, syncing between the two. And so now just in a few short seconds here, I actually have the game successfully installed on my Nexus phone. So that's one way of discovering applications. But frequently, in addition to browsing through a marketplace, I often get recommendations from my friends about applications I should look at. And so the Android Market website enables a lot of scenarios around this that are very fast and flexible and easy. I'd like to show some of them to you. So I recently had lunch with a buddy of mine, Randy, and he was recommending a newsreader app that he thought I should check out. So he sent me this email here. And if I click on the link that he grabbed right off the Android Market website, it takes me directly deep linked to the application's details page for this Pulse newsreader app. So I guess it turns out that Randy and I have a similar taste in apps, because this is an application I've already installed, and Android Market website knows that this is already installed on my device and tells me that here. Another thing that is interesting here is that in addition to the screenshots and banners, this developer has uploaded a YouTube video to promote their application. So we've also been enabling features on the Android Market publisher site to enable developers to upload YouTube videos as another way to flexibly promote their applications and get their message across to users when they're here on the Android Market website. So since I have used this application and I really do like it, I would like to share it with my friends as well. But instead of sending an email, I think I'm going to tweet about it to my followers on Twitter. And so if you notice here on the right-hand side, there's a tweet button. If I click on this, it pops up a little dialog from Twitter. It's pre-populated with the link already pre-shortened to the application on Android Market on the web. And so I can customize the link here and send it out to my followers on Twitter. And as soon as that's completed, it'll show up on Twitter, and anybody who gets that message can then click on it and be taken directly to the Android Market web store. So I can pop over to Twitter here and show you how this shows up in my stream. And there's something kind of cool about the way these links work. So if I click on the link from my computer, no surprise, takes me right back to the Android Market website where I was. But the other thing I want to do is go over here to my phone and show you how the phone experience works. These links do the appropriate thing if you're either on your Android device or if you're on your browser here. And so as we see here, my tweet just showed up, so I can click on that hello one and follow the link. And when I do follow this link, what happens is that it understands that this is a link to an application on Android Market. And so it takes me directly to the Android Market client on my phone, which is a more convenient way for me to install this application from my mobile device. So the final way that people get applications is sometimes you have a pretty good idea of what it is exactly you're looking for. You might know the specific application, or you might have an idea of the kind of application you're looking for. In this case, my family and I are planning a trip to Japan. My daughter's already been studying Japanese, and she's been telling me that I have to brush up on my katakana. So I'm going to search for katakana here on the Android Market website. And when I do, I get a list of relevant search results from all the applications on Android Market. But I also have some additional options here about how I can present this list. I can elect to show only paid or free apps, or the combination of the both. I can also filter by applications that are compatible with specific devices that I own. In my case, I'm kind of curious to see what other users have found useful. So I'm going to sort by popularity here. And this looks interesting, so I'm going to go ahead and go in here. And since this is a free application, installing it on my phone is merely a one-click process of clicking on the install button. And once again, it starts automatically downloading to my phone. Having downloaded a number of applications, there's one final thing I'd like to show you here, which is the My Market account screen. So when I go into My Market account, it presents a list of all the applications that I've previously purchased, so that I could do things like click on them and install them to an alternate device if I got a new phone or a new tablet. I can also go into my settings page here and give a nickname to individual devices. So if I have like a personal phone and a work phone, I can keep those, keep easier track of them so that I know which applications are going to which devices. So that's the Android Market website. It is live right now on the internet, so we encourage everybody to come to market.android.com and see the great work that the team has been doing. So the next thing I want to talk about is related to how users purchase applications. So Android has a global base of both users and developers. But currently in Android Market, if a user is purchasing an application in a currency that's different from the one that the developer is selling in, the currency gets converted based on an exchange rate, and so it can be a bit of a confusing experience for the user. Sometimes the prices are, funny numbers, and developers also kind of feel like, they want to remove some of that confusion, as well as have a little bit more control over how their applications are priced in different currencies. So today we're announcing that buyer currency support is coming to Android Market. What this means is that in the developer console, when developers upload their applications, for the currencies that are supported, they can go in and enter explicit prices for various currencies. That way it gives the user a consistent experience, gives the developer a little bit more control over how their applications are priced in different markets. The way we're rolling this out is in a phased manner. So what's going to happen is today the developer console is going to turn on, and for the initial set of currencies for US sellers, developers will be able to go in there and set those override prices if they wish to. If they don't, then everything continues working the same way it does today. And then over the coming months, we'll be adding new currencies and new seller support. Now, the final thing, and Lady Killer still hasn't called, so the final thing I want to show today is something that's very exciting to us here at Android Market. We've gotten a fair amount of consistent feedback from developers that they would like to have additional ways to monetize their applications on Android Market. So I'm very pleased to announce that support for in-app purchases is coming to Android Market applications. Now, what this means is that developers who integrate with our in-app purchasing SDK will be able to sell a variety of virtual goods directly from within their applications. So examples could be a game might sell additional levels or consumables or even virtual currency that could be used in-game. Other applications might